I'm guessing having Undyne stand on Papyrus's head is a normal part of his training. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Undertale! Last time, we made a new friend, and all it took was not killing anyone. That was surprisingly easy, actually. This time, we're about to go meet that new friend outside of Papyrus's house right now. First, though, I would actually like to try calling him Papyrus and Undyne, you can see there now.
That furry person throws ice all day. Nobody knows where it goes.
I do. Hey, I know. Alfie's told me. It goes to Hotland to cool down the core. That's exactly what I assumed, wow.
Wow, Undyne, I didn't know you liked nerdy stuff. Just strength and fighting.
Are you kidding? Why wouldn't I? The brain's the biggest muscle of all. Actually, I think the heart is, but I won't steal her thunder. I won't burst her bubble, I mean. Not steal her thunder, that's something else. Why are you not standing on the exact same pixel line as Papyrus? Look, I'll show you how to do it right here. I can't do it myself. Alright, that must be why.
I'm so glad you and Undyne are friends now. You two go together like pasta and burning.
That's surprisingly accurate. Hey, Funk. What's up? Papyrus, how can you stand this cold?
I have no skin.
That works. Why don't we stand at Grillby's instead?
Because I hate grease.
But you don't have a stomach!
No, but I have standards!
Papyrus, why do you live in Nicey Wasteland? The rent's cheap. Really? Don't you live in a huge house?
Yeah, but my brother pays for it.
Where's your brother get the money to pay for it?
Oh, that's simple. It's a mystery.
He has an illegal hot dog stand in Hotland. That's all these two have to say for right now. I'd like to make a couple of stops in Waterfall and call them before we continue on those. Now that they're both helping you over the phone, they have extra dialogue for basically every room in this game, because of course they would. This is a reasonable thing to add to a game. Yeah, this is the best room for snow wrestling.
Snow wrestling is when she sneaks up on you from behind, then tackles you and yells snow wrestling. It's not the best game.
Well, you know what I think.
What?
Snow wrestling!
No!
Undyne is so great. It's just weird that killing one thing in the ruins where she can't even see you prevents you from getting to know her better at all. But I get it. You don't want me to kill anything. You know what? Why don't I open this video by talking about that a little bit? As cool as the whole choice of fighting versus sparing is in this game, and how it subverts the usual tropes of JRPGs, how you have to attack everything that you see, there's new bridge seeds. Interesting, alright. There we go, I made new ground out here. Anyway. I think it would have been more interesting if there was like a genuine plot reason to kill stuff instead of just selfish leveling up. Like, if the monsters were, say, overpopulated. This is for like a different game of the same style, but like, what if the monsters had a problem of overpopulation and they themselves didn't realize it, which is why they resist you killing them, but like killing them is better for something else. Though keeping them alive is better for something different, so that you have to decide what you value more as a person. I think that would make the choice more interesting than what is very obviously just a good or evil choice. Like, hold on, I'll let these two jokers speak first. Every day, people come here and wish to the stars. I won't let them down. I'll make everyone's wishes come true.
I wish I had 8 legs, so I could wear 4 pairs of hot pants.
I'll make most people's wishes come true. I had heard this interaction was great, and I was not let down. Anyway, the game gives you this choice of kill or spare enemies, but then it sits there on its hands and knees begging you to spare them. Like, if you kill them, nothing good comes of it. Nothing good for you aside from leveling up and having higher max HP, which doesn't even mean that much in the long run because this is an easy game. You can take more hits from the later enemies, but I don't know. On my practice playthrough, I deliberately leveled up to Love 3, and I didn't feel much of a difference from Love 1. So I wonder if the game is secretly increasing the difficulty if you level up. Yeah, the only thing that happens from killing enemies is, like, characters don't like you, and it removes some of the fun of the game, like the fun of getting to know Undyne. That's gone if you kill one thing. Like, the game wants to say that, oh, you have the choice of killing or sparing, but if you want to have a good time with the game, you really don't. You can only spare them. That's the correct choice if you want to have fun with this game. Now look in your eye. Sudoku is moderately challenging. I was hoping you would say something different, but never mind. Now, obviously, the game I'm describing in all this is very different from the game Undertale wants to be, and that's okay. I understand what Undertale wants to be. It's like, dancing on a boat is danger, but good exercise. Alright, whatever you say. Like, monsters have feelings too. Don't kill them. I just think that, you know, for a choice game, having the choice just be like, do you want to be good or kill everyone for no reason? Like, you have no reason to kill them. The whole point of the game is having no actual reason to kill the monsters other than selfish level ups. But I'd love to see a game of this style that has some kind of interesting plot implication for killing the monsters other than you're an evil sicko, go die in a hole. Something like one of the choices you have in Fallout New Vegas for some of that game's side quests. Less so the Fallout 3 style of, do you want to help people or kill them all for no reason? This room, I think, has another interesting interaction between these two. Let's see. Fields of flowers, whispering everybody's hopes and dreams.
It fills me with power!
A little detail about these echo flowers. If you end up killing Undyne, then they all fall silent, and they no longer say anything. Very interesting little effect. Also, I think this one resets back to the original statement that it heard, even though that's not how echo flowers should be working. I was looking for that little message from Flowey in the first run, and was very confused when I couldn't find it, because I thought, like, because echo flowers should retain the last thing they heard, why would it switch back? Turns out, it switches back. That's a little weird. Hey, can I call them about this guy?
This is where an elder puzzler likes to stand. It's important to respect our puzzling roots.
Yeah, someone else has to care so I don't have to.
But Undyne, don't you like tradition?
I worked in an office pushing blocks for a month. My respect for block puzzles was depleted by corporate life.
What? You threw away my dream life. The life of a simple salaryman, commuting every day on a train full of spikes.
I won't tell him that's not how it works. God, these two are so great. Oh my god, wasn't this room the best? Like when I decided to not do that boring monologue, and then went totally off the cuff? Or when I almost killed you with spears? Or when I almost killed you with more spears? Oh man, I should have taken photos. Think about how cute a little scrapbook would be.
Now I want a scrapbook of my fight too!
Let's start a photo company for boss fights.
1 week later, sample glossies in the mail.
Glossies? I don't know what that word is. Relive the memories. A photo album of your treasured experiences with the boss fights. God, I would love to, like, call them in every single room, but that would just be a waste of time, and I'd rather continue this playthrough, so let's get to it. What? Royal guards are blocking the way? Then I'll tell them to... well, nothing, I guess. I already told them to seek out and destroy you. And I can't just tell them I've changed my mind. You see, Alfie has shown me these animations about, humans, so I can learn their weakness. And one of them is about this human that, well, suffice to say, they could control people's minds. Surprised? I know your kind's hidden power. Anyway, I told my crew that if I ever defended a human, I must be under some kind of mind control. And to disregard everything that I tell them. So, sorry, but my hands are tied. By the way, that animation is really good. I'm not going to tell them to let you buy. I was hoping she would have something to say about the lab. I guess that dialogue is missable now. Who does Dr. Alphys have a crush on? I think I've picked up on some of the hints. See, Alphys? I told you it was obvious. Even the human figured it out. Yes, she scrawls her name in the margins of her notes. She names programming variables after her. She even writes stories of them together, sharing a domestic life. Probability of crush, 101%. Margin of error, 1%. Well, with Dr. Alphys helping you, the show's no dramatic tension. We can't go on like this, but this was just a pilot episode. I'm gonna kill you some more later on. Look forward to that. Until next time, darlings. There's still one area of this world we haven't seen yet, and it's whatever's behind this door. By the way, it is really funny how Alphys just has a bunch of human-made anime and manga and is using that as like, yeah, this is definitely what it's like on the surface. And Undyne believes it. It's so great. What? You're in her room? Get out of there! Unless, she invited you. No way! That did not happen! I mean, technically she does later. I just crab walked down the escalator, elevator, whatever. You hear this moment in this song. Now, did you hear the melody Undyne was playing on the piano last time? Luckily for Alphys, I think the crush might just be shared. It's just my assumption, though. Make it back to noodles. Can I also have the soda? I want some soda. Ah, it doesn't do the funny thing outside of battle. That might actually be a good thing. The comment I got on the video where I first fought the Vulcan made a very good point. Criticize. You tell the Vulcan its attacks are not helpful. And then hug afterwards. You give Vulcan a hug, it warms your heart. And your whole body, your defense drops. Yep. There we go. I tell him that his attacks aren't helpful and then hug him to make him feel better about himself. Yeah, rather than, like, keeping him delusional by criticizing and then encouraging him. You're not helpful at all. Actually, yes you are. I was kidding. Look at how the lava loads in when you leave and re-enter the room. It looks like it's water first and then it transforms into That's interesting. Why does that happen? So, funny story. In the first video where I played this scene, episode 5, I actually got a weird copyright claim. I have been getting copyright claims in this series for this game's music because for some reason it's entered YouTube's content ID system and it's falsely copyright claiming videos that are using it as like background music, and even though it's transformed and all of that. But the weird thing is, the claim I got in this moment was not actually claiming one of Undertale's tracks. It was claiming a completely different track. I went to go search for it on YouTube, and I found a video that was basically, it was literally this track uploaded under a different name with YouTube's auto-generated music thing. And then it was copyright claiming my video. So that was weird. I sent a dispute and it got removed like within the same day, so it's fine. It's just very interesting. The music that plays during this minigame is a remix of the hotel theme, and its name is great. It's called, Can You Really Call This a Hotel? I didn't receive a mint on my pillow or anything. I want this sound effect in the soundtrack for this game. Too late now. I totally didn't realize this, but in the area you get the hot dogs, this person's riding on a hot dog in the air, and this person the Vulcan has a hot dog coming out of its freaking spout crater, whatever that part is called on an actual volcano. I'll take your hot dog, and then I'll eat something. Or maybe put away something. Like the astronaut. I'll eat the astronaut food and then buy your hot cat. And then something's giving me a funny feeling that there's even more than that. Another dog coming right up. You really like hot animals, don't you? Hey, I'm not judging. I'd be out of a job without folks like you. Okay, it's just another hot dog. Never mind. There's actually a third text that can happen right there, but encountering this battle causes it to stop appearing for whatever reason. I think Alphys can actually respond to Papyrus there, like, oh, is that a joke or something? Oh, here it is. Why didn't this show up the first time? Lol, Cool Skeleton 95. That's a joke, right? Cool Skeleton. The only joke here is how strong my muscles are. Why didn't this show up in the first playthrough? Maybe you need to be on a pacifist run or something? I don't know. Well, you remember on these invisible glass blocks that take you over here, there was this sign. Art Club meet here. The next meeting is October 10th at 8 p.m. It's still not October 10th, even though it's been a long time since the last freaking time we've been here, but don't tell anyone I told you this, but I'm a time traveler. We're gonna skip ahead to October 10th and see what this is like. Alright, I can feel the chill autumn air outside my house right now, as today is Thursday, October 10th of this year, and it is just past 8 p.m. Ah! I'm late! I'm late! I'm so sorry! So sorry for what I'm about to do to your face! You're blocked in politely! So sorry! This creature is definitely in the wrong time and space. Oh, I'm so sorry. How clumsy of me. I bumped into you. I'm such a klutz. I was just here to find something to draw and... Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. I'll give you a gift to make up for your troubles. Let me look at my vest. Oh, okay. So your tail attacks different colors? Okay, there we go. Got that one right. The enemy looks perturbed. This secret encounter can only be encountered if your computer's date and time is set to October 10th at between 8 and 9 p.m. And of course, because there has to be an enormous amount of detail beyond that, this character will wear one of, like, 5 different random hats upon fighting you. I think in the field it always has the cowboy hat, but I could wear something else. Something. What is something? You smile. They're a bit preoccupied. I couldn't find anything I want to give away. Wait! I've got my notebook! I can draw you a picture in it! I'm quite the artist, you know. I'll draw you a great picture! Ooh, oh god. That's actually really hard. Unless I lock in, as the kids say today. Anyway, he taps his finger just together like jackhammers. So I want to use stuff other than that. Let's use that, your speed boosts. Sorry, the drawing didn't come out very well. Wait, I know the problem. I just have to find a better piece of paper for it. Oh, okay. My speed is actually helpful for this. I was gonna say, if you do the freaking don't move attacks again, my speed's not gonna do anything, but that actually helped. You wave. They're a bit preoccupied. None of my papers are good enough to use. It's okay. I know what I can do. I'll use my magic pencil. It has to be under some of these papers somewhere. The track that's playing right now only plays for this enemy as far as I know. It is called Wrong Enemy in the soundtrack. Enemy looks anxious, so let me do something. You cough. I like how I'm doing something different each time. Here, I got it. My magic pencil's amazing. Everything I draw with it looks completely real. Uh-oh. Oh no, that's a little too real. Oh dear goodness God, no! It's actually kind of hard, man. Good thing I got 2 hot dogs. I'm gonna risk another one. Doodlebog and Doodlebog C. So I think Doodlebogs, something attacks up the defense. Those numbers should go after attack and defense, whatever. Or the trait lets your wildest fantasies come to life. You know, like circle people with demon arms. Ah! So I think you have to draw upon them, and then you can get rid of them and make the fight easier, which is what I should have done there. You're going to be alright. Omen, stay determined. Only makes sense that I would... Where am I? Okay, put me here. Okay, I think the game has some certain, like, auto-save points to drop you whenever you die and respawn. Good, I haven't used my items yet. Only makes sense that I'm dying on enemies I've never fought before. By the way, I found out what happened to Flappy Bird. The creator felt bad that people were getting genuinely addicted to the game and decided to take it down because of that. That was it. I'd love to get rid of one of them, but I need to heal right now. These attacks are hard, man! This is some Photoshop Flowey level stuff. Okay, now, draw. You draw a boat. Oh, wait, it goes! Oh no. Okay, this is easier. Good. Then we draw you. I messed up. I've really messed up. Oh no. I'll just use a regular pencil. I'll try my best. Oop. Oh no. No! You're combining both of these? No! Oh god, that's horrible. Why are you doing that? Okay, I need this. Wait, it barks like a dog when I ate it. What the hell? Are you ready? I just finished. Here's your picture. What do you think? It's a representation of your deepest essence. It's great, right? I mean, yeah. That's my soul. You're just terrible. Well, I'll leave you with that thought. Goodbye. See you later. Sayonara. Nice knowing you. Hasta la vista. I should leave. Your XP 100 gold. Alright. pretty fun. That was yet another character created by a Kickstarter backer. And there's actually one more who we have already encountered. I'm pretty sure both So Sorry and Glide are the only two extra bosses or enemies that we haven't fought. Aside from, well, you know, that route.
What? You have to solve a puzzle on the conveyors?
Oh man, did I ever tell you my conveyor puzzle idea?
What is it?
Imagine 4 basketball hoops on the side of a conveyor loop. The conveyor keeps speeding up until you get sick. Then you have to puke in all 4 hoops in a row.
I hate this.
You have to time the pukes! God, Undyne is so good. Like, she's such a great hero for the underground, but then she's like so extreme when you get to know her better. Even when she's friendly with you, she's just... Oh my god, she's awesome. Careful, the Royal Guard patrols that area. I think it's RGO1 and RGO2 today. It's funny, the bunny actually requested to be with the dragon guy. It's nice when people are platonic friends like that. Oh, what? Oh, one of them's a bunny and the other's a I didn't even notice. Oh, it's the design of their armor. How did I not notice that? No wonder you have stuffy armor. You're the dragon. You breathe heat. So do other animals. Because our breath is whatever. Or is that the case for every animal? I guess that's only the case for warm-blooded creatures. Still. Are dragons warm-blooded? There's a question. You put me under a mind control. What was I just saying? It's all a blur, dude. Whoops. Does that only appear if you have it mentioned from Undyne that she would say that? Let's find something newsworthy to report. Try something else other than that glass of water again. How about this? I think I'm honestly most interested in this. Ooh la la! This video game you found is dynamite! Though I don't make an appearance in it until 3/4 in. But I like that! Appearing from the heavens like madna. Slacking the audience's hunger for gorgeous robots! Ooh, that's Metaton! Report this one? Absolutely. This is supposed to be Undertale, the game. I love how that one building on the right side is shaped like Metaton, and there's a dog on the skyscraper. I didn't even notice that. Attention viewers, our correspondent has found a video game! This action-packed game is guaranteed to blow you away! Truer than you think. Strange enemies, strange allies, attractive robots, featuring up to 6 arbitrary dialogue choices at once. Correspondent, let's look inside the case. Those red cylinders with burning fuses. Oh no, this game literally is dynamite. I guess they were right all along. Video games do cause violence. Or at least this one's about to. But don't get too excited. You haven't even seen the rest of the room. But yeah, okay, the rest of the scene goes on like normal. I'm gonna let you listen to the music here because it's pretty good. And possibly somewhat underrated. You wouldn't expect such a one-off event like this to have this good music behind it, but nah, this is Undertale. Every single song in the soundtrack has to be incredible. You know, it's really not just Alphys. Everyone has been lying to us about how the encounter with Asgore would go. Even Undyne. We saw Papyrus's call in this room. Let's see both of their thoughts on this area.
A whole room covered in vents? Oh no.
Hey, did I ever tell you about my puzzle idea? Oh no. It's a maze full of steam vents, but the steam vents are on conveyor belts and oh my god, I hate this! I still love Papyrus's line about, well, can't you just take a bus? I wonder how many people didn't realize you could stop moving by holding the other direction, and they just tanked through those lasers, they let every single one hit them and they just hoped to avoid them. Assuming I never encountered these guys earlier, I always encounter them in this room in the same spot, even if I die to them and reload. So yeah, that's another piece of evidence towards all the battles being scripted. I'd like to know how it works, that would be cool. Also, something weird about this game I noticed. I heard that if you defeat a boss of an area, that area is supposed to stop having enemies in it. This is not the case for Snowdin. If you were to travel to Snowdin at this point in the game, it still has enemies to encounter in it. So, I don't know what that's about. Vulcan's cheeks glow with a color. That color is pink. Would have been yellow originally. What are those gears connected to exactly? I get the implication that there's this huge, like, cave wall or building out there in the void, but from the views of the in-game visuals, it sure looks like they're just floating in space. Do those do anything? Are they magical? Maybe. Who is this they saying all these mean things about me, I wonder? The final character to be added in as a Kickstarter backer that I know of, it's possible that there's others, is Muffet. Which is interesting since the other two backer-created characters are secret bosses while Muffet is actually a main required boss. Alright, so I think right here I would actually like to pay 10G just to see what this is like. As I said before, you do not have to buy anything from the spiders in the ruins in order to get the spare solution for this fight. You just have to survive a bunch of turns. She'll let you go either way. She'll still receive a message from the spiders. The contents of that message might differ, but it'll still be the same result. I think the only two facts about this fight I'd like to say is if you keep paying her, the price for paying her to reduce her attack will go up, and apparently reduce the length of the attack too. So it was 40, now it's 80, so it like doubles. Then, I've heard something might happen if I eat the spider donut, or the spider don't in front of her. Your HP is maxed out. Huh? Where'd you get that? Did you steal it? Oh my pet, it's time to show them what we do with thieves. Huh? A telegram for the spiders in the ruins? What? You're saying that they saw you and you helped donate to their cause. Oh my, this has all been a big misunderstanding. I thought you were just someone that hated spiders. The person who asked for that soul? They must have meant a different human in a striped shirt. Sorry for all the trouble. This ends the fight early. No need to survive all those turns. So, if you remember though, because we didn't see the full fight, I'm gonna bring this back up. Our first time fighting Muffet, she mentioned that the person who told her about us had a sweet smile and could be seen changing shape in the shadows. I don't know exactly who is able to change shape down here, but I think I have some idea. Oh, right. I forgot about this. This sequence can be skipped on subsequent playthroughs. I want this to be a stellar performance, so if you won't give it your all, then I'll skip ahead for the audience's sake. Nah, skip this. Kasai, the show must go on. Oof, I'm so overwhelmed with tragedies. The king has ordered you to waste away in the castle basement. And before we even had time to sing a sweet song about it. My dear heart, I can barely look upon you knowing what comes next. Well, toodles! No, I did not look up the solution for this puzzle, I'm very sorry. But I would like to say, you see that text up there at the top of the screen? You see how it's moving along with us? You want to know how the game's doing that? It is constantly deleting and then recreating the object containing the text every single frame. That's a way to do it, I guess. What? RGO1 and RGO2 are slacking off? Come on, they should be killing you right now. Not that I want them to, I mean. But they could at least try, you know? It took me a while, like a whole second playthrough, to finally make the connection that who he's talking about in this story is Toriel. He found the door to the ruins, knocked on it a bunch, and then Toriel came to answer. Because we know from her journal in the home that Toriel likes bad puns. I wanted to leave it vague in the first playthrough just to let you all figure it out on your own, but I thought I'd confirm it all for you here, just in case it was hard to tell. I just realized the tablecloths have Metaton in their patterns. This game is the gift that keeps on giving. Never fails to amuse me, at least. You'd be dead where you stand. Hey, lighten up, bucko. I'm just joking with you. Besides, haven't I done a great job protecting you? I mean, look at yourself. You haven't died a single time. Hey, what's that look supposed to mean? Am I wrong? There's the real dialogue. Got it wrong with the little text box creator thing. Anytime you see me using a custom text box like that, a text box that isn't part of the game, isn't making noise, I got it from this website that allows you to generate Undertale or Deltarune text boxes. I leave a link to it in the description of every video where I use it. And I'll leave a link to it in the description of this one, even though I'm probably not going to use it here. Because why not? Go check it out. Go have fun with it. What food did we eat? Did we actually eat anything at all? Maybe if you're hurt, then you heal to full by playing this sequence. It's hard to tell. I'm sorry. It's against the rules to talk to customers who haven't bought anything. Apparently, there is a whole back and forth interaction between Burger Pants and Bratty and Catty out in the alleyway that I completely missed. So let's see what it's like right now. Let's click on Romance Advice, where he talks about them. More about the Glamburger story. We've already read this in the first run. Anything actually new we will make sure to talk about. Then, let's go talk to him, talk to them about him. Anyone think that those symbols of Metaton on the logo for the resort look like spatulas? Metaton would be great at flipping pancakes, I'll tell you that much. Oh, I'm just under the gold I need to buy the mystery key, and I can't sell anything because I don't really feel like going back to Temmie Village right now, so we'll probably have to wait on this for later. It's okay. Don't worry, I will show this off. I guess in the meantime, I'll buy the empty gun. And then, never mind, can't buy that. I thought this game would show you what you can't buy in the menu before you buy it, but sorry, it was too much to expect for this game to have good interface. Bratty and Catty. The girls were talking about me? They say I should stop acting like they owe me, and if I want to be friends with them, I should just, try to see things from their perspective? Wow. Poor naive little buddy. They brainwashed you. Friendship is just a hot person's way of making you their slave. So, what time would they want to hang out? Bee Pants Hangout? Yeah, you wanna go hang with Bee Pants? Oh, yeah, he should come look for junk with us. But like, if we let him hang out with us, I just worry it'll be really super fun. That was not what I was going to say, but I was close, right? That kind of guy. Well, that kind of guy. You hang out with him once, then he wants to hang out all the time. But don't you feel bad for him, Bratty? Poor Burger Pants. Think about how cool we are compared to him. We'd be saving his life with our friendship. His life, Bratty. So? Think of all the glam burgers he could get for us. So is he free after work? Doesn't take much convincing, I see. Catty's invitation. They want to hang out after work? Yes! I won't let you down! Little buddy, thank you. You've brought a tear to the eye of this old man. So, where do they want to go? They want to hang out at the garbage dump. Well, nowhere to go but up, right, little buddy? I think there's also another talk topic you have here if you don't click on Bratty and Catty's that kind of guy topic. So I'm afraid we're gonna be missing out on that one. That's okay with me. That seems to be the end of things. Cool, I'm glad I checked it out. Okay, with 200 minutes in this new playthrough, most of that being cut out, let's take another dive right into the... Hang on, I want to see what Papyrus and Undyne have to say about this place. Hotel? Cool! I've never stayed at a fancy hotel. Really? Me neither. Papyrus, we should go on vacation sometime.
Yeah, let's vacation to a hotel.
Admittedly, hotels are one of my favorite things about road trips. They're just so nice, they smell great, and you know, it's a comfy, nice bed in an air-conditioned room. And sometimes free breakfast. What's not to love?
Heading into the core?
The core is a huge tower of electric energy. So I don't think your phone will work through it.
Oh no! What will you do without us?
You have something you have to do, right? Well, even without words, we'll be with you in spirit, okay?
Yeah, you can't get rid of us.
We're counting on you, so don't mess it up. Thanks, guys. This isn't the end of my adventure. Don't you guys worry. I'll be back to see you in a jiffy. Nah, I'll just go left. Hey, why don't you try to use the elevator first? Sorry, it's just what I know that the elevator doesn't work. I've played this game before. So I think staring at one of these orbs disables them and prevents them from attacking you. So the corner orb, the orb that comes out from the corners, never mind. It's attack. Okay, screw that idea then. What if I stare at the other one? I haven't tried doing that. Weaken by glare. Okay, that's both of your orbs, yet they still attack with full force. Never mind, I guess this doesn't do anything after all. The orbs are incapacitated, but that does make him spareable, so that is good to know. That might honestly be easier than talking to him. Sorry. I know that up is useless. I guess this was the right way. The smell of ozone tells me exactly what I must do. Head directly to the end, and then follow the rules of this sign. I cannot fight, I cannot think, but with patience, I will make my way through. The third way of unlocking the end is to stand right outside of it and wait for a number of minutes. Possibly a reference to Earthbound and the way you have to enter the frickin' base of Belch or whatever. Where you have to stand at the waterfall for 3 minutes before you can enter. It's gonna be a long wait, so while we wait, allow me to tell you about some secrets. I've talked a little bit about the fun value throughout this playthrough, and how it causes various random effects in every playthrough that you have. Among the rarest of these effects is causing these NPCs to appear randomly through the game. These NPCs take after already existing NPCs, but they are colored gray, and when you talk to them, they start rambling on about a certain W.D. Gaster. This Gaster fellow was the royal scientist of the underground before Alphys, and he was the creator of the core. According to one of them, Gaster died within the core and now haunts the underground. In addition to this, one of the Fun Values effects adds an extra hallway in the waterfall. Within this hallway, you have a very rare chance of seeing an extra door, which opens to a room with this guy in it. This mysterious, two-faced figure will do nothing but disappear when interacted with. So that's creepy. I'm going to link you to a video down below and in the top right that shows off every single Fun Value secret involving this guy. There's a lot of them, and plenty of them are really, really cool. So go check that out if you're at all interested. I just wanted to briefly mention Gaster's existence since, you know, it's a whole character that is completely hidden from you unless you find these secrets in your own playthroughs, which is highly unlikely. In other news, the gate's gone. It only took like 1 minute. It's so weird to me how short the core is when you know what to do. Like, Hotland and even Waterfall were way longer. What did he say to do? I didn't pay attention. Okay, pick up on him. Because you only have to do one of those 3 possible options, this place is over and done with really quickly, for whatever reason. Seems like you could skip Mettaton's monologue by turning him around now. What will you do? This'll happen if you lose to the fight and try to fight him again. I think this also is the case for every other boss in the game. Their intro sequences go a little bit slower. However, Mettaton's is unique in that his ability to skip his monologue carries over into subsequent playthroughs, into New Game Plus. I shall skip. We don't need to hear it again. You told Mettaton there was something cool behind him. Really? Where? Get to see it happen in the field, and then... Clever! Very clever! You just start the fight straight away! I said it in the last playthrough, but I gotta say it again. This is such a great boss battle. I love the rating system. I love how you can challenge yourself to not get hit for a turn in order to boost them. I love how using other items that are on brand increases them. It's so great. My wife left me for Metaton. Nice, you get a gold star! I can't do that, I'm a pacifist! It is at this point that if you've been playing along with me, this is where the remaining content for the true pacifist route unlocks. In order to get the true pacifist ending, you do have to complete the game on a neutral ending. Which means you need to go fight Asgore and then Photoshop Flowey, etc., etc. So why were YouTubers constantly hassled back in the day about going for pacifist on their first frickin' playthrough? Even though they have to get a neutral ending anyway to see it? Well, it's because if you are playing pacifist on your, quote, neutral playthrough, upon defeating Photoshop Flowey, you can just reload the game from before you fought the final two bosses, go back, and then see the rest of the content, without having to restart the game from the beginning. It's much easier that way. I wanted to do things this way because there was a lot of alternate stuff that I could show, though I should have shown more, I'll be perfectly honest with you. But I wanted to show what the dialogue changes and all that stuff are like, and talk about some extra bonus pieces, because this game's really short and it didn't really give me a lot of time to talk about that stuff in the first run, so this was a perfect opportunity to do this. As of this point, I should be able to go backwards out of the core and explore the remaining content of the game. But I've actually never gone to fight Asgore on a true pacifist route run before. So I want to see what it's like if you go and fight Asgore again on a New Game Plus playthrough. And besides, there's something else that I want to show off through this as well. I think this time I will equip the Heart Locket, just because I didn't before. This music being known as Undertale. I'm wondering if it isn't supposed to be the main theme of the game necessarily, or if it's referring to this story that you experience while it's playing. Maybe the story about Asriel and the first human who fell in the underground is the Undertale. Or maybe I'm just reading too much into it and it is the main theme of the game. Speaking of music, Undertale's soundtrack, like a lot of video game soundtrack, is ordered chronologically at the point in the game you hear each track. Right around this point is an unused piece called Song That Might Play When You Fight Sans. Pretty good, but my guess is it exists to spoiler-proof people who bought the soundtrack and looked through it before actually playing all the way through the game. You would think that it would go for this moment where you meet Sans in this corridor, but no, you don't fight Sans. You fight everyone else, but not him, so it ends up going unused. So, you finally made it. The end of your journey is at hand. In a few moments, you will meet the king. Together, you will determine the future of this world. That's then. Now, you will be judged. You will be judged for your every action. You will be judged for every EXP you've earned. What's EXP? We know this. Love 2 is an acronym, stands for level of violence. It's a bit of a stretch. Where's the E come from? I guess it comes from ENS, but that's really weird. That's not how acronyms are supposed to work. But you never gained any love. Of course, that doesn't mean you're completely innocent or naive. I saw what you did with that snowman. Just that you kept a certain tenderness in your heart. No matter the struggles or hardships you faced, you strived to do the right thing. You refused to hurt anyone. Even when you ran away, you did it with a smile. You don't want to know what I'm like when I smile. Let me just say that. You never gain love, but you gain love. Does that make sense? Maybe not. Now, you're about to face the greatest challenge of your entire journey. Your actions here will determine the fate of the entire world. If you refuse to fight, ASGORE will take your soul and destroy humanity. But if you kill ASGORE and go home, monsters will remain trapped underground. What will you do? Both? Minus destroying humanity? Well, if I were you, I would have thrown in the towel by now. But you didn't get this far by giving up, did you? That's right. You have something called determination. So as long as you hold on, as long as you do what's in your heart, I believe you can do the right thing. Alright. We're all counting on you, kid. Good luck. If you've seen the last playthrough, you know the drill here. Let's quit and reload and see what happens. Wait a second. A look on your face while I was talking. You've already heard my spiel, haven't you? I suspected something like this. You're always acting like you know what's going to happen. Like you've seen it all before. So, I have a request for you. I kind of have a secret code word that only I know. So I know if someone tells it to me, they'll have to be a time traveler. Crazy, right? Anyway, here it is. I'm counting on you to come back here and tell me that. See you later. Do I have to do it again? Yes. Huh? Do you have something to say to me? What? A code word? Can you speak a little louder? Did you just say I'm a stupid doo-doo butt? Wow. I can't believe you would say that. Not only is that completely infantile, but it's also my secret code word. That, however, isn't good enough. What you need is the secret code word. It's only for people that know the secret code word. Anyway, here it is. I'm counting on you to come back here and tell me that. See you later. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? I didn't realize the secrets in this game would be so annoying. I have a small feeling that you were intended to replay the whole game, come back here, and tell him the code words again, but you can just reload the save file to do it that way instead. Huh? Do you have something to say to me? What, a code word? Speak a little louder? Did you just say I'm the legendary fart master? Wow. That's, really childish. Why would you think that was a secret code word? Whoever told you that is a dirty liar. I don't have a secret code word. However, I do have a secret triple secret code word, which you just said. So, I guess you're qualified. Here's the key to my room. It's time. You learn the truth. When you looked, the key was already on your keychain. Finally! My god! If the original intention was actually to play the game like 4 times, going without killing anyone to see that, that's ridiculous. It's finally time for me to show you what the talk option does when you have no EXP. You quietly tell ASGORE you don't want to fight him. His hands tremble for a moment. Like I said before, this won't do anything, but talking to him 3 times will lower his attack and defense. Now, I need to talk about this fight, because this fight is pretty elite. I love ASGORE as a character. He's such a nice guy, but he has this obligation to his people to kill you, and he clearly doesn't want to do it. But if you want to get what you want, you also have to kill him. You're both stuck between a rock and a hard place, and the music and atmosphere of the battle really reflect that well. Talking more about the music. Man, this freaking music. I at first had only heard like bits and pieces about Undertale and its soundtrack. But upon hearing about this fight, I was curious enough to check out what the music was like. This is not the right weapon. Alright, it'll work. I wanted the burnt pan on, I forgot to equip it. Alright, whatever. I heard about this fight, and I thought the fight sounded really, really cool, and like an awesome game experience. Then I got curious and decided to check out the soundtrack for it, and when I heard this is what got me to play the game. Hearing this is what let me know, yeah, I gotta play this. This is too cool. And I bought the game a couple days later, and I don't regret it one bit. This might be my favorite boss in the game. In particular because it stands out among the rest, being a boss you have to actually fight. Even if you're going for a pacifist road, I mean, you get the option to spare him at the end, so it's not like you can't spare this guy altogether. It's just that you have to fight him to get there. This is also what confused me about Toriel's fight on my first playthrough and caused me to kill her accidentally. I thought she had a similar solution to sparing her, where you would have to weaken her a bit. But no, you just click spare a million times. Before I move on, that's not the right way to format this screen, ASGORE. Not only are you bad at naming things, you're bad at your own check entry screen. Now, take a listen to this music. Sounds like an epic battle, but a tragic one all at once. I love these kinds of battles so much. From Software games really got me into them, and now I'm a huge stickler for them. KO! Sorry. I could show what this is like, but if I were to show it, then I really should have done it on the first playthrough and not this one, because I don't want to risk accidentally voiding my true pacifist route, so spare him, we go again. Besides, this scene is far more sweeter grammar. That's how you do it. No. It's just a fantasy, isn't it? Young one, when I look at you, I'm reminded of the human that fell here long ago. You have the same feeling of hope in your eyes. There is an ancient prophecy among our people. One day, a savior will come from the heavens. I believe the one that was prophesied was you. Somewhere in the world outside, there must be a way to free us from our prison. It pains me to give you this responsibility, but please, take my soul and seek the truth. I'm sorry. I couldn't give you a simple, happy ending. But I believe your freedom is what my son, what Asriel would have wanted.
Did you really think killing me would make a difference? No! Every time you load your save, I'll come back. And every time you try to get a happy ending, I'll be there to tear it away. Ha ha ha!
Well, that was cool. His little speech there, and then he kills himself. One notable thing, you do not fight Photoshop Flowey on New Game Plus runs. ASGORE remains as the final boss that he always should have been. Whether or not you chose to kill Flowey in the first place, because he knows that if he fights you again, you're just gonna win again. The souls are gonna betray him. So he doesn't bother. He just lets you go straight away. Now, let's see what the best neutral ending is like. Hey, is anyone there? Well, I'll just leave a message. So, it's been a while. The Queen returned and is now ruling over the underground. She's instated a new policy. All the humans who fall here will be treated not as enemies, but as friends. Probably for the best anyway. The human souls the king gathered seem to have disappeared. So, that plane ain't happening anytime soon. But even though people are heartbroken over the king, and things are looking grim for our freedom, Queen's trying her best not to let us give up hope. So, hey, we're not giving up down here. Don't give up wherever you are, okay? Who knows how long it will take, but we'll get out of here.
Sans, who are you talking to?
Nobody.
What? Nobody? Can I talk to them too?
Here, knock yourself out.
Wait a second, I recognize the nicest number. Attention, human! I, the Great Papyrus, am now captain of the Royal Guard. It's everything I've ever dreamed of, except instead of fighting, we just water flowers.
Hey, that's a nice Royal Guard task.
So that's ever so slightly different. And we're helping Dr. Alphys with her research. She's gonna find a way to get us out of here. Undyne is helping her too. Though, to be honest, her method of helping seems kind of explosion-inducing. But I think Alphys likes having her around. Uh-oh. Hey, what are you up to, punk? Ah! Please don't noogie the phone. Hey, who's in charge here? Me!
Oh, yeah, that's right. I quit my job as leader of the Royal Guard. Actually, since we won't be fighting anymore, the Royal Guard totally disbanded. There's, only one member now.
But he's extremely good! Yeah, he is! Come here! Please don't noogie the skeleton!
Anyways, now I'm working as Alfie's lab assistant. We're gonna find a way out of this dump once and for all. Oh yeah, and I'm a gym teacher at the Queen's new school. Did you know I can bench press 7 children? Awesome, right? Hey, I'm sorry about what happened with Asgore. You were just doing what you had to. It's not your fault he... Ah, darn it. I miss the big guy. Come on, Undyne. Snap out of it. I guess I'll tell you how Alphys is doing. Well, she's the same as ever. Maybe a little more reclusive than normal. Seems like something's really bothering her. But she can get through it. I'm there supporting her. That's what friends are for, right? Hey, wherever you are, I hope it's better than here. It took a lot of sacrifice for you to get there. So, wherever you are, you have to try to be happy, okay? For our sakes, we'll feel better knowing our trouble was worth it. We're all with you. Everyone is, even the Queen. Hey, wait a second! Toriel! Toriel! Do you wanna... She said she's busy.
But if she knew who we were talking to...
We wouldn't get the phone back for at least a few hours.
We have the mercy to spare you from her.
But call back anytime, okay? She'd love to talk. Oh, whoops. This thing's almost out of batteries, so hate to cut this short, but be seeing you, okay, buddy?
Bye-bye for now.
See ya, punk! That was perfectly timed with the music, so cool. That track almost never gets a chance to finish. There, it worked out really well. Alright, back to the menu we go. Let's load the save file and get this shit over with. So that was fun. Aside from Asgore dying. But what would happen if you finish a neutral route without killing anything, and without killing Flowey after his battle? Well, when he appears after the neutral route ending, to tell you his little hint of, hey, maybe try not killing anything next time in this game where that's the whole freaking point, he'll have a slightly different hint to say. He'll tell you to go and see Dr. Alphys. So let's do that. That'll have to wait for next time. I'm currently editing this video and seeing how long it's been. This is good enough for one episode. Thank you all for watching if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.